What up, and welcome to another episode of Creeps of the Crypt. I'm your host, Joan, and along with me, as always, is my co-host,
Other Alan. You guys don't know the magic of the show. We spent a whole hour trying to fix my audio settings, so I'm blaming OBS on it. But we're here. We're here finally. It's been a while, man. I missed you. I missed talking with you about the creeps, Tales from the Crypt.
Yeah, it's been a while indeed. What he's referring to is the fact that we actually planned to surprise stream live for the first time, and it took him an hour because he's saying he's making all these excuses he possibly can. It was him because he streams on his own time on Twitch and stuff, so obviously he did something that he screwed up with the settings for Creeps of the Crypt. So because we have
I'll take that L
on OBS for the Creeps. I do too. This is but not really, but technically. But anyway, yes, it's been a long time since we've chatted. Well, we send memes to each other every day. You know what else I forgot about?
That's our form of communication.
You know what else I forgot about? Yeah. What else I forgot about streaming on today? The day I forgot to clock out of work today. That's one thing.
Oh shit.
But yeah. So we haven't. I'm gonna have to change the battery on the camera because it's been running for over an hour already, and this. this happens. That's gonna be great. I'm gonna be so happy about that too. Like, I'm gonna be frozen.
Gonna be frozen midway.
Yeah. So let's see. How have you been? Because we talk, but not actually like this.
Yeah. Been good. I've just been keeping busy. Just trying to make the most out of my free time from work. So I'm just kind of chilling out, hanging out at home, and like you said, been streaming a little bit more frequently than I do, which is no more than maybe 2 times a year, but I've been at least been doing a lot more recently, playing some old games. I've been getting into playing like these old PS2 games and just emulating them on stream. So I think you saw me for a bit. I was replaying that Scarface game a while ago, and then recently been playing the Silent Hill, the first Silent Hill, and the 24 game on PS2. So it's been pretty good. Pretty good playing those.
I want to do that one day. But didn't you go to the beach? Didn't you go to Los Angeles?
Oh yeah, like a couple days ago. What was it? Last Saturday. Went to the beach, the Laguna Beach for a day. Soaked up the sun and the beach. Like the tides were coming in, so a bunch of little shrimps coming out from that tide, flopping around everywhere in the sand.
You and your girl?
Yeah, me and my girl and her kids. So we were just enjoying the beach and just saved up. Brought some coolers, so I made like this watermelon juice drink to drink while we were out there, keeping hydrated.
Well, we actually haven't done a show in a month. A lot's happened in that time period. Actually, I want to send myself something because you mentioned. I said it to you earlier, but I want to check it. I want to put it on here so I can show people.
Check it out. Well, yeah. I mean, I know there's a lot. Whatever you're willing to share, and then this week, I mean, by the time we're recording and people listen, we already lost a couple legends this week in the celebrity world. Ozzy, we got a lot of Ozzy Osbourne and Hulk Hogan yesterday, I think it was. Rest in peace to them. I'm going to dedicate this episode to these legends.
Yeah, the Hulkster died yesterday. When we're recording this, it's July 25th. Surprisingly enough, this episode aired on July 25th in 1992. And we'll get to the episode in a second, ladies and gentlemen. But I just want to say, you mentioned Silent Hill, and I sent you this yesterday. I just think it's hilarious. Let me see if I could play this.
Oh, let's do it.
I love it, dude. Perfect. That one. I didn't do that one. That's hysterical. Yeah, she's got a bunch of them, and it's hilarious.
That's cool.
She's phenomenal. I got the coof a month ago. I can't say because I don't know what YouTube's terms are, because lately, if you say one thing, then you can't even like share your video, or people don't get notified. Like we have a episode 46, which was Beauty Rest, right?
Hmm.
Only like 47 people watched it out of all our subscribers, and I don't know why. I'm like, why? Like, and then I tried to like promote it on YouTube so more people could see it. Nothing. So I'm like, oh, okay, but whatever.
Yeah, YouTube's weird like that. Like you gotta be careful on certain words that they look for in the algorithm, and they might, like you said, either limit your audience or limit who you can see it, and shadow ban you all outright, depending on what you say.
I posted. We did get some fans because I posted on the Reddit Tales from the Crypt, which I normally don't want to put, like, because Reddit's also iffy. Like people have their own little things.
They have their own little rules, so it's hard to kind of gauge what's acceptable or not.
Exactly. I posted a video one time in a ghost hunting thing, and they got banned. Anyway, so I had the proof. I got sick for a week. And then after the week, I was normal and everything was fine. I woke up with my. I told Alan, I woke up and my eye was. No. Yeah. I woke up and I felt like somebody punched me in the eye. I was like, oh my God. And the eye was just been, this one has just been bloodshot, or the blood vessel popped. Now, today, streaming, I look in the mirror every day. I don't see a problem. I notice that it looks swollen, or it looks like there's a line. I'm like, what the hell is that line? I'm like, why is there a line? But
was that there before, or saw it today?
No, I just saw it today. I mean, I don't know.
Oh wow.
I take pictures. I didn't see it in any of my pictures I took. I sent you, or other people, family members. So I have no idea. But today I noticed it in this streaming. I'm like, what the hell? I haven't streamed because since the problem. So that's been another week almost. It's going to be a week tomorrow. So I want to give a shout out to this guy. So Alan knows that I used to write scripts on my spare time, like just a goof, kind of. Not really a goof. I shouldn't say a goof. But like when I was younger, I used to write scripts, and then something happened along the way that kind of gave me writer's block for like years. And recently, or last year, or actually a little bit more than last year, I had an idea for a story, and I put out all these cue cards on my wall with every character, all their storylines and everything like that. So I had an outline, and then one day I worked on it and I sent it to Alan, and I was like, what do you think? And he was like, oh, it's good. I sent it to somebody else. She read it, she loved it, and I was like, it's garbage. In my mind, I go, it's garbage. And she goes, why? I go, no, it's garbage. And then when I would watch some TV shows, the dialogue was like my dialogue. And I was like, ugh, this is horrible. I'm like, this show's pretentious, because I never have confidence in my writing. So I went back a few months ago, and I went through the script, because it is a good script, and I did hear good things. And other people didn't want to read it that were actors and things, and I was upset about that. Like my best friend's an actor, he hasn't read it, and he has the original that I first ever did. So I went back and I fixed up all the problems I thought I had with it.
Yeah, like we're all our own worst critics, so I get that. I mean, I know you sent me the script for the police drama.
Yeah.
So we were kind of going back and forth on it, and then in conjunction with that, we ended up like I found this like Hall & Oates song I never heard of, because it didn't get that much playback, and I was like, oh, this would be good to add to this scene, this romance scene they have. So it's all collaborative effort there. I want to get that credit.
I actually just took it out today.
Because
so there's this writer on TikTok, his name's Neil Gumple, and he has a lot of videos. He sold a lot of scripts, so he offered consultation. Basically, he's like,
oh, nice.
He's like, if you reach out to my agent and you send me your script or whatever, my script's already registered with Writers Guild, so I wasn't worried, and it's pending copyright right now. So I was like, I want to know. I don't care, whatever it is, whatever. So I contacted his agent. I sent the fee. He read the script, and then he got back to me and said he wanted to talk to me for another, because he's just a half hour consultation. He wanted to talk to me for an hour. Now, in my mind, I go, that's negative. In my mind, I'm like, that's negative. And then I asked other people, and they go, no, that sounds positive. And I go, why is that positive? He goes, well, if it's negative, why would we even bother talking to you for a full hour? And I was like, huh. So
I think it's a good sign. Yeah.
I spoke to him on the phone, and if you're a screenwriter out there and you have a script that you've been working on that you want feedback from a real writer, I recommend going to Neil Gumpel on TikTok and contacting his agent, Chris Rochester. So you reach out to him, tell him that you'd like to find out how much the fee is for Neil to read you your script. He'll get in contact with you, and then you send the script to his agent. His agent will send it to Neil, and then Neil will call you, and you'll have a conversation with him, and he'll go over your script. So it was very informative. It was very helpful. I got feedback that I needed, and it was good. I'm just gonna say that. So I think every writer out there, you need feedback, no matter if it's good, negative, or positive. You should definitely go out there if you're a screenwriter or you're interested in screenwriting, and you have an idea or something that you want somebody to tell you, give you something feedback about. You have a script you've been working on, you want feedback from, to see if it's good or not, or what needs to be changed, or if you should even bother continuing with it, or whatever. Contact Neil Gumpel. It's great. It's worth the money. I highly recommend you go seeing him. He's a really nice guy. Like I said, I spoke to him. It's well worth the money. So definitely, if you're a screenwriter out there, aspiring screenwriter, contact him. All right. Well, so let's get to this episode, because we're having a lot of problems behind the scenes here, and it's all Alan's fault. I think Alan's going to need a new computer sometime soon. If you want to donate, no, there's nobody there to donate, because nobody even watches our episodes. So there's nothing.
Yeah, some imaginary being needs to throw us in a tip.
No, not even that.
Give me a new PC.
It's just in general, like I don't know, because I don't care for. We did this for fun. That was the whole point of this. So
well, that was exactly the point.
I'm not looking to make money. I don't talk about Tales from the Crypt. I figured somebody out there would be enjoying this. So listen to this. We're gonna try to stream live one day, hopefully. if Alan's
all goes well, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, let's talk about this episode. This episode's titled "The New Arrival," and like I said earlier, they aired originally on July 25th, 1992. I will say one more thing about writing. Speaking to this writer and what the things he was telling me, which I knew some of them, I did take to heart some of them, because he's been posting stuff that I think is for me, and it's kind of like,
shit,
he wanted me to like do something. He's like, you should take this out because you're not supposed to do this, and I go, yeah, but it's like whatever. And then he goes, yeah. I was like, okay. And then he posted sub twice. I was like, okay, one guy is positive, and he was like, eh. I was like, okay, I took it out. I was like, let me take. Like you just said, the song you gave me, the Hall Notes song, I took it out. I said, I just said music plays, like love pop music plays instead of that. Anyway, we'll see what happens with that script. But I will say now I have a better appreciation for film, where I can't blame the writers all the time, because it's a long process. So
it seems that way, yeah. Even like when you were telling me, like even the music, even putting in a music choice could affect it.
Yeah, like the person won't want to read it, plus because you have to get the rights to the song, and the director might not want, because the director wants to make it his too.
Right.
So that's why you got to take out some things I put in it. And then I realized, like, every script I like or movies I like is normally a writer director, Tony Gilroy or Quentin Tarantino, or somebody that writes and directs. Anyway, let's talk about this episode. The New Arrival aired July 25th, 1992. Written by Ron Finley, directed by Peter Medak. Ron Finley didn't write anything really. This was the first thing, and then some other series, but not much. I think he wrote 5 episodes of Tales from the Crypt. Before this, he wrote Undertaking Parlor last season.
Yeah, I was going to mention that he did write that one, which we weren't too crazy about.
No,
at least I wasn't. I don't remember.
Yeah, this was like a giant leap compared to like Forward.
I think it's definitely a better episode, or like writing wise.
Yeah, but again, I don't think the writing was the problem in that episode either. I think it was the casting. The kids were not kids; they should have been younger.
True, yeah, and there's like there's something like that, and then there was just kind of the things that happened, and not necessarily the writing, but per se, I guess just the story.
Yeah. And Peter Medak directed one of the best ghost haunted house films ever, called The Changeling. Not the one with Angelina Jolie. There's a movie called The Changeling before that in the 80s, and he directed it, and it was phenomenal. Especially, it opens up like really, man. Like At least I think
Mhm.
from my memory. All I know is I remember watching this. It stars George C. Scott, who was another great actor. I've seen him in a bunch of stuff, but people might know him most likely from that scene in the movie Hardcore, where he's looking for his daughter who's running away from home, and he finds out that she's making smut films, basically like 8mm. And there's that classic scene where he
Oh,
goes,
damn.
he's watching his daughter right now.
Oh, seen that clip. I didn't know what he was watching. Now I
Mhm.
know. Nowadays, yeah, this is modern dads for OnlyFans girls.
Turn it off.
Yeah.
They just be on their computer.
Turn it off. Turn it off.
I was like, you just leave the theater.
It's a great. I know
He just forced himself to.
it's a great
Just-
scene. It's a great movie actually. in general. Like it's really really good. But yeah, that's George C. Scott, and he was in Changeling. You should watch that movie. Anybody,
I'll check it out. Yeah.
definitely should check it. I think it's one of the best haunted house films that's not over the top. Like it's not like 13 The House on Haunted Hill, or like there are other ones that are the others. It's like it's good. There's some stuff that's a little bit, but besides that, it's funny because this is like they also casted somebody. I guess maybe he did because of that. It's kind of like a homage to himself, the director, because the episode stars it stars David Warner, who people might remember as I know him. He was the guy in Titanic, the bodyguard for Billy Zane. He was also in Scream
Yeah.
2 as Nev Campbell's professor.
The battle for the soul is fought in the forum of art. You're a fighter, Sid. That's why you're here. That's why this is your major.
Ninja Turtles: Secret of the Ooze, and then he was the doctor scientist in that, and he's the voice of Ra's al Ghul in the animated series for Batman, the Batman animated series from the 90s.
Mm.
He's just got that, yeah, that presence, that voice. So we'll definitely talk about him when we get into the, like a synopsis of this episode. But it's good that they got this guy, because he was kind of one of those interesting actors from that time this show was out.
Yeah, and it also stars Zelda Rubinstein from Poltergeist. That's why I said it's kind of like he paid homage to himself in a sense by casting somebody from Poltergeist, a fantastic, haunted house film, and then to be the girl.
What do you think you're doing? I'm going in after her! Won't come to you! Let me go! You've never done this before! Neither have you! You're right, you go! This house is clean.
So
Nice.
she's fantastic, and she's fantastic in this. I forgot she was in the last movie I remember her in was Behind the Mask, the Lester Crowley or Vernon story, which is about
I've heard about that movie. Yeah.
yeah, it's a spoof. He's a serial killer. It's like a mockumentary. He's a serial killer, but like Michael Myers, and in the world of serial killers, like Michael Myers and Freddy Krueger and Leatherface, like he's in that world. So he shows the director how he kills people. It's a funny movie, but it's a good movie in general. So anyway, why don't you tell us quickly what the synopsis is for this episode?
Yeah, like I mentioned, this episode stars David Warner, is a great actor, and he plays like a radio host. Child psychologist as well, and he just kind of gives advice to people that call in, or people that have issues with their kids. And in the midst of everything, we kind of got introduced also to a very small appearance by Robert Patrick, from Terminator 2 fame, T-1000.
Mm-hmm.
He plays like the radio host before him, Lothor, and pretty much we kind of get the suggestions, or at least from the radio producer, that they're gonna take David Warner's character, Dr. Alan Getz. Say another Alan on this episode.
Mm-hmm.
and they're gonna take his radio show from him and put Lothar in his spot. So, kind of in the midst of all that, he kind of takes it upon himself to do like a house call on one of the listeners that called in. It's played by Zelda Rubinstein, Nora, and it's kind of like where the premise of the setup of this episode kind of is for the new arrival.
Yeah. So they, like you said, I don't know what Robert Patrick was doing. Do you know
that part of the beginning was so weird. Like the
is he-
recording you sent me, like it kind of started midway because I didn't get the Crypt Keeper monologue intro. But
I don't know, but the folks at Albatross sure do. You see my ratings that just came out in that book. I'm up 60%.
What is he
No
doing?
accounting for taste.
You know, Getz, I heard a rumor. They're gonna give me your time slot.
Over my dead body.
I don't know. He's like dressed like a biker, and then he sounds like Pacino from Carlito's Way and current Steven Seagal. That yeah, got that
Yeah,
got that jazz voice.
That's right. It's first Steven Seagal. Oh,
There ain't no friends in this shit business.
almost. Yeah, you're right. That's
It's like a mix of the two. I thought it was his what's his face, rest in peace too, Michael Madsen.
Oh yeah, that's
he
another
did look
one
like Michael
that's
Madsen.
here. Yeah, that's the
Yeah, third
That's-
dude, man.
He died. Well, there's 4 because Michael Jamal Warner supposedly drowned, but you know nobody. He wasn't really famous anymore. Michael Madsen was famous. Hulk Hogan was still famous. Ozzy Osbourne was still famous. You know what I mean? Michael Jamal.
Well, yeah, that's the
Warner-
guy, Malcolm, right? Cliff Huxtable, right? From Cosby Show.
Yeah,
Okay.
a lot of great people passed away. Not saying any, not taking away. I'm saying he's not,
Oh yeah. I
Exactly.
mean, there's a lot to keep up with. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
Anyway, so he, like you said, he hosts a radio show about psychology, kind of like Dr. Ruth did back in the day. But she
Mhm.
had a radio show and she talked about sex all the time, or like Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew when they had their show. Or,
Yeah, Loveline. But Lothar's show is strange, right? Because we only got a little glimpse of what we right away in the episode we jump in. He's just talking about ghost sex. Have you had it? It's like, have you had it? Yeah, something like that. It was like a line he said in here. What did he say? Thought I wrote this down somewhere. Yeah, our subject is sex with the supernatural. Is it possible? Is it cheating? More importantly, did the spirit move you? And that was that little clip that we saw before he talked to
that's hilarious.
with Alan.
I didn't know that's what he was saying. Okay. I
Yeah, it shows to talk about like ghost sex or some sex with the paranormal. Like it's like a kind of like a little riff on like Howard Stern, but with like ghosts almost.
Yeah, that's funny. That's funny. I didn't hear that part. But
Yeah, replay that beginning because it's a really brief. You'll hear it. It's just you get distracted because you're wondering what the hell is he trying to talk like? What's this his voice he's got on?
Oh yeah, sex is supernatural. Yeah,
Is it possible?
You're
Is
right.
it cheating? Have you had it?
I was like, what the fuck is he doing?
Honey, did the spirit move?
But what a way to. I mean, what a way to stand out just for the little brief moment he had.
Radio 9D09. Till then, Lothar loves you.
Lothar.
Anyway, so he tells Dr. Getz, he says, I'm gonna get your slot. You're gonna get fired.
Mhm.
And he goes over my dead body. That's funny because that's like yeah, he
A
gets
little foreshadowing there, yeah.
they always do that. So it was good. That little thing was good. So then he starts doing the show, and then Rona comes in, who's like the production manager or whatever. I wouldn't see why they would fire him. Well, I guess his ratings are that low. We're just switching to a different time slot, But Dr. Getz is supposed to be like Kelsey Graham or Dr. Fraser.
Yeah, in a way, like I mean, the first call he took was odd because like the mom was talking about, I need something to calm down my daughter's hormones. Like and then it's like, all girls and women, as you know, like to pleasure themselves. And then these part of his like shtick, because I guess he wrote a book. It's like the art of doing nothing, like with as parents, so like just ignoring certain things, and they kind of work out on their own. So that was like that first call that he took, is just talk about her daughter. Pretty much.
Anyway, so they get a call from this Zelda Rubinstein, who says like, she always got problems. She's like the number one caller. Her name's Nora. She calls all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And the daughter is like, she goes, what is she doing now? Is she doing this? Is she eating feces again? Is she doing all these things? Because she's banging her head again.
Really hard. I tried reasoning with her, but that never worked. Then I threatened to take away her favorite toy. She just started screaming and banging her head again.
Hey,
she's
get out of my chair.
Screaming and banging her head. Do you hear yourself, Nora? Every time it's the same thing. Felicity did this. Felicity did that.
Nice shoes, Rona.
Nothing to do with
Snake.
Felicity.
You're loads of laughs, Lutzmeyer.
You don't understand.
You know you should get a job in the radio.
I've tried.
You're gonna need one
to
after
ignore
today.
her, but
What's that supposed to mean?
I know what you're probably. Oh, no.
Don't get too upset.
I know I'm way.
You'll have lots of company in the unemployment line.
Child.
Rona, you can't do that. We have a contract. What, you want to sue us? Go ahead. Sue us. As of tomorrow, the spot belongs to Lothar.
Dr. Gibbs, hello? Are you there?
Oh, yeah, sorry, what?
But a lot of people count on Ella.
They need him.
Oh, come on. Nobody needs Alan. And after the ratings we got today, we don't need him either.
I thought that if you could come out and see her, I'd be ever so grateful.
See her? Why the hell should I come out and see her? I've got enough problems on my...
See, look, that's exactly what I'm talking about.
Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah, he's about to roast her, and he's like, "Oh shit, I gotta do something. Save the show."
Your little Felicity is the ultimate problem child.
Does that mean you're not coming?
On the contrary. I'm going to originate good psychology from your
Good
homes
psychology,
every
what is it?
day until little
Good
Felicity is a fully
psychology
functioning
beats bad
little
behavior
girl. We're
every
making
time.
a house call.
Yeah, it's just like his catchphrase.
Good psychology beats bad behavior every time.
They go to the house, and
Looks like a normal house. It's kind of like it's not like that traditional like stereotypical like haunted house that it would show on Tales from the Crypt. It's just it's a little older house. There's a lot of like a lot of trash on the patio leading up to the door.
You know what I will say about the comic?
Yeah.
I think that's why they changed it so much, because the comic is kind of like The Changeling, the movie.
Oh, you think so? Yeah.
Yeah, the
Because
movie-
like
in the movie.
the only.
Go ahead.
Oh my bad. No, I was just saying like yeah, like the whole story is like a little bit of the reveal near the end is the only thing really that remains, but everything else is very different leading up to it.
I mean, the comic book is like the movie The Changeling, so like that's why they changed.
Oh, gotcha.
They changed the episode from the comic.
Mm.
We're like, let's not do what the comic did, because the comic's really good. I was like, this is really good. This is like, this idea is really good, but it's kind of like The Changeling, except like there's nobody there in The Changeling. Spoilers. It's something there, but it's not there. They basically what happens in The Changeling was done almost is done to in the comic book.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
No, not spoil. Anyway, in the movie The Changeling, there's a ghost. You find out that the ghost is in this room in the upstairs of this house was a kid that was abused, and it was just put there all the time, kind of like the comic book, which was really, really good. So that's why they deviated so far. I think they kind of deviated pretty far from the actual. Yeah, they did from the actual story, in a sense.
Yeah, like 90%, 95% of it is like a little thing related to. Yeah, there's a little detail there, like with a character from like World War One. I think that was like the only thing that was similar, but the whole thing was very different.
Was it MacArthur? General MacArthur is her father?
Yeah, something like that. Like I think in the episode, but they're just mentioned like it was some general from World War One.
Mm-hmm.
But that's really the only similarities that start and end pretty much, and everything else leading up to the ending, it's different completely. So yeah, like you said, I didn't know. So I mean, that could be a reason why maybe they tweaked it a bit to be different. I didn't mind so far, at least what they've done so far, leading up to this. Its own reveal at the end of this episode.
Yeah, I like the little things they do in this where it constantly getting electrocuted. So they go to this house, and this problem child is a real problem child, like the movie Problem Child. But she wears a mask. She's a little creepy bastard, and you think it is Zelda Rubinstein, because at one point they're like, no, this isn't a real girl. This is Zelda, Nora, pretending she's the daughter. She probably lost the daughter or something. She's pretending she's the daughter, and she's the one causing all this fucking havoc. She's having a psychological breakdown. But like, there's all these things constantly, like, what's it called? Rona goes and she called Rona.
You know, before that, like, it was funny. It was funny leading up to the getting to the house. Like, Rona got shocked by the doorbell.
I was gonna talk about that. I said, Rona goes and she gets electrocuted at the doorbell, and then later when there's a lot of funny parts too, because there's a part where
there was,
he goes into the. So anyway, Nora's very surprised that the doctor came, supposedly. You know, she's like, "You're here."
She was more surprised. She was more surprised at him than Rona getting electrocuted, like freaking Marty from Home Alone. Like, she just no sells it.
Yeah, she's the best. She really is the best.
Dr. Getz, it's you. You're really here. Oh, did she get a shock from the buzzer? I'm sorry. I was tinkering with it a little while ago. I'm a very good tinkerer. Please stop. Please stop for Mommy. Not in front of our guests, darling. Mommy has your favorite bubble gum.
No, stop now. Are you rolling? No.
Yes.
Capitulation with a bribe always reinforces bad behavior.
But if I don't, she'll hurt herself. The gum always works. But you don't understand.
No, you don't understand. Now, listen to the thuds. Now she's picked the softest spot that makes the biggest amount of noise. The minimum amount of pain, bringing the biggest amount of attention. Now, repeat after me. Ignore it, ignore it, ignore it.
Ignore it, ignore it, ignore it.
You see? Now she's learned that you won't always come when she calls. Bonnie, give me a book. Now, all you have to do is read this. In the art of ignoring your child, you find everything you want to know. And I'll even sign it for you.
I already have it.
My God, she must have every important child psychology book ever written.
She's even got Max Spitzmacher's no-fault discipline.
He was a very smart man, but he was wrong.
Please. What could you possibly know about it? I studied with the man. He was a giant in the field. He was the field. Who the hell are you to criticize?
What a fucking.
Well,
He's
I'm a
great.
mother.
He's great at playing these
And
characters.
in my opinion, Max Spitzmacher was an overrated teacher with no real experience with problem children.
It's like him.
Don't touch that.
So yeah, Rona's here. Like in the comic, there's like
That's
reference of a
Felicity
World War
Stanley
general.
With his commanding officer. He'll be home from the war any
But
day
for this one,
now.
World War II.
The war? Excuse me, but isn't that commanding officer General Douglas MacArthur?
Yeah.
That's right.
And they're thinking, yeah, this chick is batting nuts.
Yeah.
Because
Which it
the
would
daughter
be.
would already be like 40 some odd years old.
But they do the same thing in the comic, but they do it differently. Anyway,
We'll see if we'll skim through that comic real quick.
yeah. So the girl that plays Rona is Joan Severance, and she is very beautiful. And I don't know if I've seen her in. I think I see her naked in See No Evil, Hear No Evil. I think she's naked. She has a sex scene in there.
Hey,
You're wrong.
gotta look
But
back.
in Black Scorpion, that's like softcore porn. I've never seen it, but it's like softcore porn. She's the star in it, so I might buy it. No, no, I know. She's very attractive. They do pick very pretty women. And Twiggy used to be a model, and back in the day, there's this weird clip of her. It's just weird because of Woody Allen, because she's in a Woody Allen film, and he's asking her about who her favorite philosopher is, and then she's like, I don't know any. And then he goes, who's yours? And he goes, oh, I like them all. And she goes, like who? And he goes, I like them all. And he won't answer the question. And she tells him like, no, but like I don't know any of the names. Like, which ones do you like? And then he says something, but it's just like the interaction in her face, and because she's so young back then, it's like, ugh. It's like, ugh, Woody Allen, you gross bastard. Anything he does is gross. Anyway, so they go upstairs to go check on
Felicity, Nora's daughter. She's the one that ran by them with the porcelain mask. She's got that same build like Zelda Rubinstein. So that's why they think it was her.
It was her. But what's that on the floor? Because I couldn't really see because the quality wasn't that great. Is that crap or is that mold?
Oh, and when they go upstairs, I couldn't really make it out at first, but they said it was like because Nora gives Felicity like gum or something. So it's like a bunch of bubble gum. There's bubble gum, bubble gum on the walls, like they're all over the place. So it looked like mold for a sec.
Yeah, I thought it was mold. So Nora steps on it and she's like, "Oh, my shoes! These are Italian shoes."
Italian shoes.
And then, the doctor says something, and then she turns around. She sees Felicity running by, and she goes. So she goes to go like confront her, I guess, or whatever.
In good old horror movie fashion, this is why Scooby Doo. They're always splitting up, and something happens. But you always got to stick together. So she goes off on her own, pretty much. I think it looks like up in the attic or something, right?
Yeah,
I don't know. Because like we'll find out later. There's like two ways to get up there.
Yes, I just because I one part I was like, what the hell? So she goes down where she saw Felicity and she sees stairs. She goes up and then she's at an attic and then she starts screaming. And she turns around
and then we get that that POV shot of like Chucky when they used to kill people. The camera will go zoom in towards her. Yeah, she was screaming.
So she starts screaming, but I think she was screaming because of dead bodies. I don't think she was.
Later we find out, about that, and I think she did see that, and then she got killed.
Yeah,
and the camera cuts out, like the camera zooms in on her screaming, and then they cut back to Dr. Alan Getz and Bonnie, and then you'll see it right there, like she saw something too.
She tries to run, and then here comes
I get the like Michael Myers.
Yeah.
Vision.
I love this part because he goes, they locked him. hold on. So after they kill Nora, we go back down to Dr. Getz and Twiggy trying to get into Felicity's room, and he's looking through his book and he goes, this situation, it doesn't seem to be covered in my book.
Pretty much just say you don't know. He's like, you don't know shit.
And then so Twiggy ends up like using a towel. He goes, what are you doing? And then he goes, just not get electrocuted. So she's like a rat.
Yeah, he tries to open the door, and Alan gets shocked first, and then she just Bonnie grabs like a chunk of bubble gum off the wall and to try to open the door, and they manage to get through.
Yeah, you know what's crazy is that they managed to do so much with not that much. Like
that's the thing. Yeah, like a lot happened in just this short amount of time, but everything happened really quick, and I like that. It was very straightforward.
Yeah, they go into the room, and the room is like a I don't know. It's not really scary in a sense, but it kind of.
There's a lot of like it's creepy vibes, but it's got like a lot of old like Tinker Toys or train sets going around. There's just a lot running. It's like kind of like that room in Blade Runner. With that guy that makes the androids, so it's kind of like that in a way going on there. A lot of things going on, and they're both kind of. Well, Alan comes to the realization like after listening to some old audio machine, and then it's just Nora just yelling at Felicity, but it's like she thinks she's both, or she's living in a double identity, and it's like that's it. She solved the case, and while he's giving this like. Hypothesis of what happened. Bonnie goes in the canopy, like pulls open the drapes, the bed canopy, and then it's just I don't know how the fuck they got Rono's over there now. The smallest thin piece of rope there.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
strangled pretty much.
Well, she's kind of. I think she's powerful. She's strong enough. She's got power. Even if it's a straight, but
well, yeah. I mean, it's a little tidbit, but yeah, like. She's there pretty much. Like they find her dead body, and then Alan's like, "Oh shit, let's get the hell out of here!" And they go running out back where they came from, and he got shocked.
He keeps getting shocked, but
like he forgot it was still running currents there.
She finds another exit to the attic, And we
Yeah,
know
pretty
that
much going back
we
up.
go there,
Yeah.
but they don't know because I didn't even ask how the fuck did she get Rona get in here if we just saw her go out. They don't ask that simple question. But anyway, they find a way.
Well, at least the smart thing that they thought is like, let's get the fuck out of here. Like after that, at least they knew they get the hell out of there.
Yeah, so they find the attic, and then they see they see a door, and then I don't think does he get shocked again? Because he doesn't go through it yet. He tries to use a book or something to get him in.
No, they go upstairs, and then Felicity shows up at the door they came in to go upstairs, go up to the attic. But there's like a door, I guess, leading up to the attic, and then another one down where they came from, and then Alan just kind of tries to talk to her and then try to be nice to her, and then she just shuts the door on him, and then he just gets hella pissed, and then Bonnie's like, for someone that knows that knows about kids, you sort of know nothing or something like that.
Yeah. She says this. Hold on.
That was a great little scene there.
Yeah, this
like she's like just they're falling apart. Like they just.
She's like tired of him.
Bonnie's tired of his shit.
She's actually seeing him at work, and she knows he's full of shit now.
For a guy who's supposed to know a lot about people, you know nothing about them.
We'll talk about that ceiling fan in a bit.
As soon as we get out of this house, you're fired.
So I didn't notice it at first.
Well, you won't have to fire me. I quit. I'm so goddamn
Great scene right here too.
Yeah.
It's not my arrogance, it's your incompetence.
Yeah, it starts revving up now. It's now it makes sense. Like, what the hell? Why are there blades on the?
Yeah.
They look like razor blades on that ceiling fan. The dummy with no head, he gets thrown at him and he gets knocked out.
I wonder if they really threw it at him.
That was a cool scene.
It
looked like it took it like without any notice. So keep that.
Okay, here, doctor.
Just throw that shit down. A sack of potatoes with no head on them. That was a great scene. Like when I was watching that before it happened, I noticed like it looks like aluminum or some kind of metals tied on that ceiling fan. It's like that was a great kill.
Watch this. Watch how he falls back.
So we just threw it at him. Yeah, he took it. Hopefully that stump double took it hard.
Almost like
you can see it hit at the shoulder pads or the shoulders hit him in the head.
That was straight on too.
That was great. This is probably like this is the scene of the episode. Honestly, this was great.
Oh,
I love that death.
Yeah, that was a cool death because you weren't expecting it at all. But you look at
it, and then you look back again. It's like, why are there razor blades attached to the ceiling fans?
Yeah,
that was cool. I don't know if any movie's done that, but that would be cool. A cool death.
Yeah. Well, there's a similar, but not really. There's a scene in the movie, the '70s film, where it's a cool. I did a commentary for it, or a live action, our first time watching, and they built like this maze for this guy who's a piece of shit at this blind like veterans home, old age home thing. So he was like the caretaker. He didn't give them heat. He gave them food. He was a piece of shit. So somehow these black guys managed to make a maze, and they trap him and his dog in the basement, and then they make a maze between both of their rooms, and then the guys go through the room, and then all of a sudden there's like it's all the maze, and there's razor blades on the wall. He has to try to squeeze himself in there. And then all of a sudden, like once he gets to the other side, the door opens and his dog comes out, and they both haven't eaten in a week. So what do you think the dog's gonna do now? The dog goes after the guy, and then he tries to run, and he can't get out. He's dead. He dies. It's great. Something similar like that. But anyway, Felicity takes Dr. Getz and ties him up. And she's upstairs, and she's kind of like, I told you, like, you don't listen to me and this and that. And I'm basically telling him, like, you don't understand my daughter. And he's like, bitch, it's you. I know it's you. It's not your daughter. But he's trying to play nice. But then he says something like, if you don't get me out of here. It reminded me of a movie. I forgot what movie it was. That the guy says, hold on. It goes.
Yeah, we see Felicity come up here.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi.
And he tries to play cool, like try to be nice to her, and
Your mummy says you
untie
wanted
me.
to talk to me. She says you haven't been feeling very well lately. Is that true?
Yeah, he's great. David Warner is great in this episode.
Yeah.
Sit on my lap. I think maybe I could help you feel better.
Like how he switches up from being like
I'd like to help you feel better.
manipulative and also an asshole.
Mm-hmm. He's like, oh, she smells like shit.
Felicity,
Yeah, when you're
sometimes
watching this, you think, yeah, it looks like the
very angry.
Nora.
Yeah.
I just want you to be a little
As a
I could see it being Nora, yeah.
just
As
the
a
way
kid
you
looking back
are.
on it, when I saw, I thought it was her.
If
I
you
thought,
were
oh,
to,
I
Right.
thought it was cool.
I
Because
thought it was until a certain
Yeah.
point.
I thought it was cool that they did an episode where it was a crazy person. You know,
Yeah.
like, crazy. She has a split personality. Well, as a kid, that's right.
Oh, here's a cool line you got here too.
Here's your love therapy.
choking her like Homer with Bart.
Dr. Getz,
He's like, oh shit.
stop it!
Yeah, it's like the big reveal twist
You
here.
ought to be ashamed of yourself.
Oh shit!
Come to mommy.
Then you see.
It
her
was at this
lips.
moment he knew he fucked up.
I know what you're thinking. I
It's like-
spoiled her to death. And I
Yeah, it looked like a
spoiled her
mummy, but
Yeah,
she's like a
it's
zombie
mummy.
or
It's a
something.
Zombie mummy.
Amazing, ain't she? Been dead 40 years and she's still busy as a bee.
So around World War II, she
It's
died.
love that keeps her going, but it's love that hurts her.
Maybe her dad was a general, right? Because
Yeah, he was.
That's why
And then-
he came.
then she died around that time,
That's why.
which is
they
why
all
like they were
came.
acting
He goes,
like
they
suspicious. Like, yeah, she's,
Yeah, and then he sees all the professors.
which makes sense with what Rona saw too up there.
Yeah.
Saw dead
We
bodies,
didn't see-
skeletons.
Yeah. He's
But yeah, it was a cool little
"It's
foreshadowing to this.
my God." Oh no. That's he.
It's that one other guy they talked about that wrote that book,
Dr. Spitzmark.
Spitzmark. Like he was here too.
I told
That's
you
some
he
Resident
didn't
Evil
know
7
what he was
shit.
talking about.
No.
None of them did. Not Dr. Nasilski, Dr. Kassir.
So multiple
Dr. Kassir-
psychologists.
Wait, Dr. Kassir is John
John
Kassir.
Cassier, right?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a cool little
Yeah.
cool little reference there.
Yeah.
I
So
missed that one.
that's pretty much what happens. Obviously, they keep him, and he's going to. they're gonna
He's
kill
just
him.
gonna rot in that chair, I
Oh,
guess.
And
Shit
they
his
also,
pants.
on the radio, he's there. They turn on the radio, and it hears
Yeah,
Luther.
Lothar's played, yeah.
Say that he got the time slot over gets dead body. He's like, we got a cool time slot. You know, like I don't know. It was a great episode.
That's
I really
that's
enjoyed
good. Like they went around full circle, even from like the little appearance of Robert Patrick, and then
it. Yeah,
in a way, it's kind of a little irony too, because like his saying like the art of nothing, right, or doing nothing. So if he didn't do nothing and go over there, he might still be alive
yeah.
or have freedom.
Well, he wouldn't have a job, but he would be alive. You know.
Yeah.
Nola would be alive if she didn't go. Why she had to go? She didn't have to go. I get to see
Yeah.
do a show from there. I guess you know.
But she
But-
already knew, and they already said, he was gonna get replaced the day after. And I guess whenever they went, might have been the day after,
Yeah,
not necessarily the same day.
It didn't matter. His show was gone already because this guy
Yeah.
was doing it. So
Lothar was doing it, and that's just like a good way to end it, like a full circle. Like, yeah,
wouldn't
Nora
have
putting the
mattered.
radio on him, and then he's like trying to like psych himself out, like he was doing with Nora earlier, like snapping his fingers, like ignore it. Yeah, he's gonna be
Yeah.
doing that
I
until
know,
like
yeah.
until he's dead.
No. Let's talk about the comic book briefly. We don't have to talk about it too much.
Yeah, like I mentioned, I want to go over it a little bit too. It's pretty straightforward, that one too. Like I recall like a guy driving, his car breaks down, and then he goes to some woman's house for help, and
Yeah.
pretty much, yeah.
The thing was, the story was being told from the house perspective.
I couldn't tell what that was from.
I
I don't know if it was like
know.
the crypt. I don't know if it was the crypt keeper telling this, or like
Okay,
it's
so-
like that. It's I guess just the house was trying to warn him, but he couldn't hear it.
Yeah, it's just the house.
Oh,
is
it's
haunted,
interesting.
like, he says he's not haunted in the typical fashion. Like, he's
Oh,
not
okay.
haunted, like he's like, he says now I've seen better days, but dressed up and all fresh.
The house is
pink.
just spectating.
If I were a haunted, it goes as if I were a haunted house. He goes,
Mhm.
well, that's what I am, a haunted house, not the haunted house of horror tradition with blood stained staircases.
Okay,
and,
that makes
reenactments
sense.
of evil deeds echoing down my musty old corridors and ghosts of long dead occupants does it say flitting? Flitting. What the fuck is flitting? Flitting and swirling through my empty plaster cracked rooms, wailing and clanking chains. No, I'm a different kind of haunted house. I'm haunted by a horrible living secret. There's another. It's just a narrator. There's another kind of wailing within me, and then you hear like
flitting is like quick movement, quick movement.
Oh, flitting. Okay. And you hear. "Ah!" Anyway, so this guy's car stuck in mud. He sees the house. He goes to it. Things are happening on his way there, just minor things. Bats. Everything's telling him not to go into the house. He goes. He knocks on the door, and this little old lady opens the door, and she goes, "Oh, you poor thing. Why don't you come inside?" Her name is Cynthia Aykroyd. Like Dan Aykroyd, and she lets him in. He goes in and he starts hearing the noise, and she goes, "Oh, that's my baby." And he's like, "Baby, like your baby's making this noise." He's like, "Well, why don't you call the doctor?" She goes, "Oh, I don't have a phone." And then he's like, "Poor thing, can't you phone your doctor?" He goes, "There's no phone here, Mr. Lockwood. Now, don't you trouble yourself. I've doctored my little dumpling through many a crisis." It goes, "But the anguish howls of the baby disturb you, don't they, Lockwood? You feel sorry for the little tyke. Make one more gallant offer. Can I go fetch the doctor, Mrs. Ackwood? My car is stuck, but I could make it on foot. I mean, if your baby's life is in danger." "You're sweet to my offer, Mr. Lockwood, but it's nothing really. My baby isn't that sick." But that pitiful wailing sound, so loud. "He's just hungry. It's time for his bottle. This will quiet him. May I help? May I see your baby, Mrs.?" And she gets a little bit upset. She goes, "No, you can't see him. You might catch his germs. No use risking your health, Mr. Lockwood. You should just stay here till I take care of Dumpling. I won't be long." But of course, it wouldn't be a good comic if the guy wasn't curious enough. And he does see a picture of somebody from 1917. Let's see, 1917.
Yeah, this one was. Yeah,
40
that's like that. That's that element they took. At least they added to that episode. Is that this instance, since they came out in the older, like the 50s, this comics, right?
Yeah, so
they just made it World War II
one
for the show.
Yeah, for the show too. So then he sees a guy. He goes, "Oh, this is World War I memento sent by her father." He thinks it's her father. "No, it's my husband. I'm 70. You fuck." Anyway, so later on, he breaks into the room. He sees a big doll, baby doll, Raggedy Ann doll, kind of Raggedy Ann. And
looked like the actual Annabelle.
Yeah, this Raggedy Andy. They had two. They had Raggedy Ann. This is Annabelle dolls and Raggedy Ann.
Oh, okay.
There was two of them. So he breaks into the room and he sees a fucking guy chained to the bed.
Yeah, this part was creepy.
Yeah, this was great. This was fantastic. And the guy's going, "Ugh." He goes, "He's dying." Oh no, she says, he goes, "A grown man." Yeah, and then she goes, "He's dying. My baby is dying." And he's like, "You," and she whacks him over the head with a bat. "But I'll have a new baby now." Huh? He wakes up and he's chained there. And then basically her husband died in the war. She was waiting for him. She was pregnant. She had a baby. She decided to keep him a baby for his whole entire life because she's fucking crazy. And now he was dying, and then she was like kind of stuck. But then somehow, some way, Mr. Lockwood comes along, and now he's gonna be stuck there like Misery. He's stuck there. He's got nothing to offer her besides being a baby, but he could talk. And she's
pretty much a replacement for this thing that's gonna die. That grew up into a doll, but it just was chained to the bed, I guess.
Yeah.
All the time.
It said it never taught him anything. Because, that was kind of interesting. Like, imagine that shit. I mean, literally, he would look like this, like disgusting, not being able to move.
It's like that one case with that one girl that her dad tied her to like the toilet or something. So like,
ugh, yeah.
You remember that? It's kind of like this in a way. It's just it's because it's this one in a way could have been a pretty good episode if they just followed all this or tweaked a few things. But
the thing is, it's like I said,
you said there's similarities to that movie, right?
Yeah, The Changeling is a story where a kid was in the room upstairs and he was like paralyzed, and they just left him. And I think they left him in the tub to drown. But like he was paralyzed, and like they treated him badly. He was in the upstairs room all the time, and then he ended up drowning in the tub. Spoilers.
Oh, okay. Oh,
So,
I'm gonna watch
like
it. It sounds cool.
So, but it was a good haunted house film because it was actually the spirit of the kid haunting the house. But this is like it's similar in a way. Like if they had this story is pretty close to the Changeling, they would have been like, oh, maybe, or maybe the director wanted, maybe that's why you want to try something new. But this is very good. I mean, you technically could redo it, the New Arrival, with this instead of the actual one that we got, or maybe you could change the name because they do that with some episodes. Supposedly, like there's an episode with, we did talk about an episode that had a different name from a totally different comic book that had nothing to do with the actual episode. So I forgot which one.
Yeah, I mean this story stands on its own too. It's pretty cool, and they could have like kept everything with the radio thing and still do the same thing. But yeah, that's like like we mentioned, that's the only aspect that's in common is the part with the father that was in the war. That was like really the only part of it that stayed the same.
I do want to say that this episode, I mean, this comic book has a couple good stories, and this one, Indisposed, is phenomenal. This guy's wife is basically like, I forgot what issue. There's a issue where the guy was, I don't know if it was this or if it was Twilight Zone.
I know there was one where like he very organized. He had like a lot of things in jars and stuff.
I want to write that one. But there's this is a good one where the guys, I'm talking about, there's another episode I think where the guy was always like, yes dear, he was like a bitch with his wife, like she was such a fucking demanding, it was Corman's
Calamity, right?
Yeah. So it's kind of like that, but more like serious. This guy's like total bitch, but it starts out where like he's cleaning blood off the floor of his kitchen, and he all of a sudden he like guys right out. All his friends come up. They go, I can't believe that bitch is gone. She's really gone. His wife is gone in Florida. And then they're like, yeah. And then he talks to his friend who basically is like, but she was supposed to leave to Florida. But supposedly like his friend's a plumber and he installed a garbage disposal for him. Now garbage disposals don't work like this. So this is definitely, but
what a guy.
Long story short, you find out that he basically killed his wife, right? He killed her. Right here, he kills her in the car. She's supposed to go to Florida or whatever, but he kills her. The friend of his installed his new garbage disposal somehow managed to install this high industrialized garbage disposal to the waistline of this guy's house. And like he goes to the basement, the plumber, and then he realizes, oh my God, I just realized that I thought I installed your garbage disposal to the waistline of your house, but you have a well, and I accidentally installed into your freshwater intake of your house to the well. So all of a sudden, bloop, 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 the blood
nice
from the faucet. Just the faucet there. I was like, oh, this is a good one. That was a good one. It's like
the shining coming out of that faucet. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Great. That's a good one.
Wow.
That's a good one to do. That's a fantastic one to do. Anyway, so what would you give the New Arrival if you had to rate it?
Out of 5, I really like this one. I think it was good. Acting was good. David Warner was good. Like Zelda Rubinstein. I like the premise leading up to it, and the little cameo from Robert Patrick in this one. It's hard. I want to say between 4 out of 5 or 3.5 out of 5. I think it's a really solid episode.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 4 out of 5. And I say because I can't
like it's straightforward. It's like really not a whole lot to complain about this
at all. Yeah, so it was
solid.
The only thing I would say if I was complaining would be like Robert Patrick's. That's about it.
Minor nitpick, but
maybe, you know? I mean that's why it's not 5 out of 5. It's kind of weird that this is so close for me to be a 5 out of 5 because there's nothing to complain about. I have no complaints. It's a really good episode. It's just not great. It's not like Television Terror or An All Through the House. Those are 5s. So
yeah, that's true.
Pretty good.
I mean, it's up there, like at least top 3 for this season.
Mm-hmm.
I know we got a couple more coming up. I mean, this one, oddly enough, like it's rated high, along with What's Cooking for this season. Like these are the 2 top rated episodes of this season, which is weird because we have one with Pesci coming up in a
I don't
couple
even know if we
episodes
did.
down. Was pretty good.
Do we even rate what's cooking? I think we had to. I had to give it a 5.
We did. I think we might have given it a pretty high
I think
mark.
5.
I probably would have said 5 out of 5 or 4 out of 5.
Yeah. Not even sure. I gotta go back and look and see if I even rated.
Yeah, we gotta write this shit down.
I don't know
But,
if I rated it that one. But anyway,
Yeah, we probably did. But yeah, 4 out of 5. It's a solid episode. Not the greatest, but it's solid for the season. I know because there's a couple of duds this season, but this one's one of the interesting ones to check out.
when you go back and you look, there's been like one dud. Honestly, if you look at all the episodes, surprisingly, you go, "Oh, this season's not actually that terrible."
Okay, yeah, that's true. I
It's
think
like the second
I
episode.
think on Dead Man's Chest I didn't really
Oh, yeah, you
care
didn't
for
like
that
that.
much, and then what is this?
So
I'm trying to-
far-
Beauty Rest was okay too.
Yours was okay. I mean, it could have been better, but it wasn't bad. I would say Seance wasn't great. No, I like so far. There's only one episode this season I don't like. Every episode is solid, and so we'll see about the next one because I don't remember all these episodes coming up. I don't have any recollection of them, so watching them is going to be interesting. But anyway, so yes, ladies and gentlemen, that's been this episode of Creeps of the Crypt. Thank you for sticking with us, and thank you, Alan, for staying for 2 hours.
Oh,
3
God.
hours. That's 9.
We could have
2
recorded
hours.
another episode, but it was just
I know.
it took a lot of troubleshooting on today.
He also crashed. I think I had
Yeah,
to
it crashed midway. Yeah, we were talking about your writing consultation you
Yeah.
did.
privately. I was telling him.
Oh yeah, it just like froze on me. It was everything that could go wrong went wrong, but we managed to get it done.
we did.
And I'm glad we did because I really like this episode. I like talking about it.
Yeah. Anyway, so that's that. If you guys want, you can follow us on X at Creeps of Crypt, or on Facebook, Creeps of the Crypt, or YouTube, Creeps of the Crypt. You can, if you're listening to us on YouTube or watching us on YouTube, you can download or subscribe to the podcast on iTunes, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Amazon, wherever you can. We're available. So yeah, that's that. Then check out ghostcrusadersmerch.com, and we will see you guys next time when we talk about Showdown, episode 8 of season 4.
Peace.